What's going on? Welcome to Bald Tech Productions. Here today to show you my some of my Lego Apocalyptic City mock, Fallout inspired. I've never done a Lego city before, and this is my first Lego city layout ever. And all the buildings are completely custom, and most of them are modular. Just about everything can be removed from the mock to take a closer look at them. Except for the construction site in the corner, and I think I'm going to split the city up into 2 videos, and so for this one we're mostly going to be taking a look at the some of the buildings on the left side, like the Brotherhood of Steel base, and some of the buildings around there. So let's go ahead and get into that Brotherhood of Steel base over there in the corner and check it out. So here's a look at the back of the building right here. I meant for the building to have like a factory look or a warehouse, some sort of big industrial building that this Brotherhood of Steel chapter just came and moved into. And as I said, the mock isn't specifically based on any specific canon, Fallout cities, or anything. I was just kind of wanting to do my own thing and just kind of have fun with it, not have to worry about making something super accurate and stuff, so not really sure like exactly who these Brotherhood guys are, but they're just here. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with the bottom floor and move up, starting with our Gatekeeper here. This Brotherhood guy is inspired by the guy who's in front of the Citadel. I just kind of wanted to have my own little Brotherhood dude who can chill at the front door and just tell people they're not allowed to go in. You know, that's something the Brotherhood likes to do a lot, so wanted to have my own little Gatekeeper guy, so gave him a minigun just like the dude in front of the Citadel has, and we'll get straight into this. So got lots of different areas here on the bottom floor. There's no walls mostly for this building, especially not on this floor, but coming in straight through the entrance right there. I did this design to try and mimic sandbags, but didn't come out too great. But here they got some crates over there. Here's a little communications station, and just got some computer systems over there. This is their medical area here in the corner. This group of Brotherhood, they're pretty good at what they do, so they don't have too many casualties. And looks like they got a Mr. Handy as a doctor right there. The Brotherhood and the Citadel also had a Mr. Handy for their medics, so that's their little medical station with a little Mr. Handy. Right here is just kind of a little place for them to chill, take a break if they need. And back here's the Quartermaster, so this is armory right here. Got a terminal right there in the corner, and got some helmets, missile launcher, some laser rifles, and more power armor, of course. And then here we have like a small little science lab. So that's a scribe. Really best I could do for what I had, trying to use a minifigure outfit to resemble scribes. But so that's their little medical station, and over here's the garage for the mongooses and whatnot. They got a little crane there, and some tools, some storage, and the ladder would be about right here. But the entire ladder goes through the whole building, is connected to the upper floors, so you won't be able to see it when it's taken apart like this, but that's where the ladder will go, and I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the next floor. Oh, actually real quick, I'd like to take a look at this specific Brotherhood guy right here. Something special about him. So I've never really showed off like in depth my Brotherhood design that I did. But real quick, this is the guy that was outside the front. He's got the that second wave of power miner armor when they were doing like the silver. But the guy I pulled out of the base real quick is this guy. And as you can see, he's actually got a different torso. And I just think that torso right there is like absolutely perfect for depicting power armor. So just wanted to show him real quick. He's got the blue arms. He's kind of supposed to resemble like the Star Paladin or whatever. But yeah, he's just got the special torso. But now we're going to move on to the second floor. Alright, on to the second floor now. So this floor is mostly the living quarters. So I'll probably turn this around. Here we go. And I only managed to make 4 bunk beds, so really they don't have enough places to sleep as they need, but it's really the best I could do. And then they just got some of their equipment down here. And you probably noticed there's all kinds of pipes and tubing and stuff running all over the place. Just try to make it kind of look like, you know, they were trying to put some tech into this crappy old building. And here's one of the my favorite rooms. So this is actually like a war meeting room or council room, something like that for the Brotherhood higher-ups to talk about. And here we have a head scribe. There we go. He's got Indiana Jones' dad's face, Sean Connery right there. But yeah, it's supposed to be a little meeting room. Tried to put some like little holographic something in the middle of the table. They got those weird like blue things. But probably should have said earlier, but you probably noticed this floor is cut into 2 pieces. The little corner piece that the garage was in on the bottom floor is actually just gone here. So we'll take a look at that last. That's actually the elder's office. So that's one of my favorite rooms. We'll take a look in just a second. Got some clips on the wall, but didn't have any weapons or anything to put there. Yeah, not too much to say about it, I guess. You just look and see what you see. Not too many small details to talk about. Just some small references, like a guitar in the corner. Just try to be, you know, put some stuff like that in there, even if it's not very realistic or accurate. Alright, we're gonna move on to the elder's office now. Alright, and here we got the elder's office. So the thing I love most about this room and why it's so special to me is obviously he's got the emblem for the Brotherhood of Steel and some sort of like statue for it and stuff. I was inspired to do that from the Brotherhood bunker in New Vegas. The elder's office, well, he's got a huge office, but he's got, you know, a bunch of giant gears with swords mimicking the Brotherhood emblem just all over the walls, so I wanted to do something like that, and I think it came out quite nicely. So here's his office. He's got a terminal in the corner, a weapon hung on the wall, and he's just got some cabinets and dressers and all that stuff. Pretty lame office. He doesn't have too much, but I just love it for the that Brotherhood statue in the back. But I'll show you a closer look at him. I think he's pretty much just looks like he's in Boromir's outfit from the Lord of the Rings theme. There we go. I thought that was a decent enough print to use as Elder. And yeah, there we go. So now we'll move on to the roof. Alright, and here we have the roof. And obviously because the office was separatable from the second floor, so is the roof. And as you can see, it's leaning back, and that's because for the office he's actually got some lights on the ceiling. But here we got some solar panels. These are some pretty high-tech Brotherhood guys, I suppose. You know, in New Vegas there's a lot of solar tech, but we don't see that too much anywhere else, too much in the Fallout universe. Got a Brotherhood sniper up here. There's got some goodies. That's probably where just the lookout would chill when he doesn't need to be looking out, you know. Got a Brotherhood guy right there with a missile launcher. Got a radar or something in the corner. I just tried to throw in lots of techie looking things, you know. It's the Brotherhood, they probably doing all kinds of stuff, so. And over here, just got a helmet and, you know, another place for them to chill. A lot of sandbags on the roof. Yeah, not too much to say about it. But that was the Brotherhood of Steel base for my LEGO City Mock. We'll move on to the Refugee Camp now, but yeah, not too much to look at for the Brotherhood base, but I absolutely love how it came out. So moving on to the Refugee Camp now.
I'll give you this one for free. We use our big guns to kill big super mutants, so people like you can sleep at night.
Alright, here's what I call the Refugee Camp building. So we're not actually going to be taking this one off of the mock because this building only has one floor. Here's a look at the front. We just got some travelers just kind of posted around this area. My concept was that, this was a dangerous area in whatever city this is. And when the Brotherhood set up shop, a lot of people came to the area to live near them for the safety. And so eventually a refugee camp came out of this building, and a pawn shop came out of this one right here. So place to barter and sell goods and whatnot. There's a caravan coming through, so this left side I kind of imagined as like the survivors area. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this white building here. I did some attempts at greebling on the side and obviously on the front. I don't know what you call that part of a fancy building, but this was my first ever attempt at doing something like that. As I said, this is first time I ever had my own Lego city layout. We're gonna go ahead and take the top off this here. Get straight into this building. Alright, so here's the lobby foyer area. As you can see, saw from the outside, big old hole in the roof. I imagined, some sort of bomb went off in the building or something, but yeah, I did my best to make that look blown out and destroyed. And here's some refugees just chilling. And got a little couch and a counter in the corner there. Not too much in this area. And then a little dresser in the back of the hallway. And there's 2 rooms on each side of the hallway. Right here, this is the Refugee Camp designated bathroom, as I would call it. Just got a cauldron in there. Since there's a hole in the wall, no one wanted to live in that room, so. And then just kind of a abandoned closet or something here in the back. Just didn't really need that space for anything. So over here is where I'd say I put the most love in for this refugee camp. So this is the Wasteland Doctor's office. There's the guy trying to look after everybody, but not too much he can do by himself. Got a great-grandfather clock from the Harry Potter line there. Some old stickers. And as you can see on the Brotherhood little hospital bed, you can see from the stains on the floor that this one probably gets a little bit more use. So, and then back here we just got a little sleeping spot for the refugees, take turns and whatnot. So yeah, that's this fancy white building right here. As I said, just kind of meant to be abandoned building turned into refugee camp. Now we're gonna look across the street at this building right here. All right, here's the gun shop, the wannabe Mick and Ralph's. So I'll go ahead and show you what's going on here. So this building was actually the second last one to be made for the mock. I was really running low on parts for this one. I basically buckled down and was like, I'm not gonna wait for any bricklink orders. I'm gonna start filling in the spots for buildings on the city, and this is what came out of it. So it kind of looks good from the front, at least it looks symmetrical and kind of proper. But once you start looking at some of the other angles, you'll see pretty obviously that I was running out of pieces. So obviously this whole design is just all kinds of whack, and I did make this building to appear as if the roof and the floor is falling out and stuff. And I also put an interesting feature for this building where you can open up the sides there to get a view of what's going on inside, but we'll go ahead and just lift the whole top off for you and show you what's going on in there. So as I said, pawn shop slash gun shop slash just place you need to do your selling and buying in the wasteland. And so they just got some goods out there on the table. And here's the proprietor of the store right here. So I decided to try and use Ninjago skeleton heads from very early Ninjago waves for ghoul faces, and I just really like just kind of that fit. But Yeah, so he's supposed to be a ghoul, and over there in the corner, that's his bodyguard, making sure nothing gets stolen and whatnot. See, there's a few patrons here to buy some stuff. And got a vending machine over there in the corner. Not necessarily trying to be like a Nuka-Cola vending machine or anything like that, just kind of a random custom one I threw in the corner. And now the coolest part about is this back area right here. This is like the, you know, as I said, wannabe Mickey Mouse, so this is the specialty items area here in the back. Combat shotgun, got some armors and stuff. Yeah, so I really like how this building came out, despite the problems I was having getting it together, but we'll go ahead and move on to the second floor now. So with the shambles of a roof out of the way, we can see inside here. So that's the front. Unfortunately, couldn't cover up those Technic parts. There was a lot of that happening in the city. Just didn't have quite enough parts to clean it up. Oh, and there are some brick arms, I think, weapons in this mock. Just a couple, just for reference. Like, there's the Halo Assault Rifle, just because this is the gun shop, so that's the super rare, reference that he's keeping up here. But also the Brotherhood Sniper on the Brotherhood Roof had a brick arms molded weapon as well, but just a few of those. Everything else is 100% official LEGO, besides just a couple reference weapons, or just weapons I needed for looks and stuff. So he's got that's his bodyguard's bed in the corner there, and he's got a workshop, this really crappy safe right here, and for some reason there's a really bad design of a grand piano sitting in the corner. Just because I had that keyboard piece and I ended up building a grand piano and I wanted to stick it somewhere. It just kind of ended up in this junky corner. As you can see, the floor is collapsing quite a bit, and that bright ugly bed is the owner's bed, so he's got the big nice bed compared to his bodyguard's bed right there. And yeah, that's the pawn shop, gun shop. And then here's the roof. It's just yeah. Alright, well, that pretty much does most of the buildings. We just got one more to look at for this video. Alright, so now we're gonna go over this black building right here. I'm gonna quickly go over the back of it for you real quick before we take it off and look from the inside. So the bottom floor is actually you can't get from the bottom floor up to the upper floors. The only way to get to the second and third floor is using this ladder back here. And this is what I call the Mercs Fortress. So a very grizzled old mercenary lives here. He set up shop here, and he's obviously been a survivor for a long time. He knows what he's doing. He's even got a sweet ride back here. And so he's got a nice armored door, and appears he's got some air conditioning or something right there. And he's even got a security camera to make sure he keeps his stuff safe. So, and you can see people coming if he's got any intruders. Let's get straight into this building though. Just thought I'd show that off, but we're going to start with the bottom floor. And so when we get back to the second floor, just remember this is how you enter it. Alright, now that we got the building all removed from the city, even though I called it the Mercs Fortress, you can see the bottom floor is clearly a bank, but I just like the upper floors a little more. So let's get straight into the bottom floor here. Let me remove these top sections. Here's the bottom floor. So going through the main door right there, you'll see I actually have some tiled off floors for this building. Not well tiled, I pretty much just used whatever I could. And this building does look very clean compared to all the other ones. This is one of the first buildings I did. I think it was the third one. And I just didn't have enough big black plates to make a good floor, so I had to do something to hold the floor together. And that's why this building ended up all tiled up. But since it's the bank, I actually think it came out quite nice. It makes it look a bit classy and stuff. So here we got some pink seats over there in the corner, and here's a little. See if I can give you a little bit better look at that. The front desk right there, and inside we got some old school looking filing cabinets and a terminal. And the terminal design here is based on the actual Fallout terminals, and I wanted to put a bunch of them everywhere that there's something that, in a fantasy Lego world could be accessible by a minifigure to actually do something. So with this terminal in this corner is for the vault door right here for the bank, and so you'd get on the terminal and be able to hack it and open that up. And as with all Fallout vault banks, apparently there's always some dead dude who robbed the place right before the apocalypse happened, and so I decided to do my own little version of that Bethesda meme that they keep doing for some reason. And here we got so there's the bank vault, not too much in there. And now we'll get on to the upper floors, which are the Mercs Fortress. So, alright, so this is the second floor. As you see here, that armored door is actually a glass door, which is the main reason I put the armor on there, to actually make it look a little bit more, like a door and not just a piece of glass, because that's not going to protect you much in the apocalypse. So he's got a little comfy spot right here to watch, the standby thing on the TV. And then he's got an armory over here in the corner. He's got some nice weapons there. And this box, that's all, yellow. It's got the little caution lines. Actually has a laser rifle in it. So I just wanted to build like a nice laser rifle box for that or something. I don't really know why I did it, but I kind of like how it came out, and I kind of like just kind of like the dangerous technology look of the box and stuff. I think it's really fitting for the laser rifle. And there's where the AC or whatever that is going through the wall. And now we'll look at the top floor. So here's the top floor. And there you can see the grizzled old merc himself on his terminal, and the terminal is obviously for the camera and the other techie stuff he's got going on. He's got a stove here in the corner, and his bed over there in the other corner. And I don't think I pointed him out, but even on the lower floor there's like some barricades like this. I tried to put some wooden barricades around, so he's a grizzled merc. He really knows how to survive, so he ain't taking any chances. And throwing the roof back on there. That's the black building. The roof really doesn't have anything on it. This is one of the few roofs where I was like, I'm definitely not doing rooftop access. Not every single roof needs to be decorated, place for the minifigures to be, but so there we go. Hope you enjoyed watching, and can't wait to see you in the next one. So next video I'll be going over all the other builds in the city, and got plenty more Lego Fallout content on the way. Thanks for watching.